Through some sideband reception on the amateur bands now, and I'll give you a demonstration of all the controls. I'll go through and tell you what I'm doing between communications, and I hope you'll find this interesting.
Por favor, standby Euro, 1 minute standby Euro, estaciones Eco Alfa de España, adelante.
Presently running about 7.65 megahertz.
¿Alguna estación más de España, adelante?
Running lower sideband.
Ok, muchas gracias, 73, QRC de Europe, QRC Europe, Eco Go 9 Yankee Oscar Tango Alpha, Eco Go 9 Jota.
BFO pitch control has no effect to the lower and upper sideband filters. This is built in inside the set. Selectivity is set to single sideband mode. Adjusting the tuning to bring the voice into better resolution. Wide selectivity. Continuous wave selectivity. Fidelity will suffer now. Crystal selectivity, you'll probably be unresolvable.
Delta Oscar 9 again. Papa Alpha 0 Delta Oscar Mexico 59.
RF gain control.
Merry Christmas, thank you, Echo Go 9 Jota.
IF gain control.
Sierra Papa 5 Echo question mark again. Sugar Papa 5 question mark again.
Presently running fast AGC. Slow AGC. Note the delay on the meter. No AGC, expect distortion. Fast AGC with noise blanking. Slow AGC with noise blanking. Back to fast AGC. As mentioned before, the BFO pitch makes no difference at all, but I can go to continuous wave and adjust it on the BFO pitch. CW filter, which is a very narrow crystal filter, too narrow for audio and voice speech, but it's fine for continuous wave. Very selective. Go back to USB, lower sideband mode. So let's have a tune round, see what we can find. Trying to resolve this. Let's go to USB. This is where it can get confusing sometimes when you've got when you just come off a amateur band and you go into one of the broadcast bands. You got AM modulation. It's not like FM, it doesn't over deviate, but it can bleed in. You sometimes think you can't resolve a sideband signal. This is a classic sign of why people have trouble resolving a single sideband signal. So let's go to AM mode. And actually now the speaker sounds really good.
Los ataques aéreos tuvieron como objetivo la periferia de la ciudad de Al-Qayyara y los pueblos de
This radio is actually now starting to sound how I was expecting it to sound. It sounds really good. Slot filter.
El partido francés de extrema derecha Frente Nacional.
Single sideband. Wrong again, AM. Can fool you though if you're off tune. Certainly sounds like a single sideband transmission until you tune in properly. And this will show at the demonstration of selectivity. If I tune to there and go to narrow selectivity, it becomes harder and harder to resolve as you narrow the frequency response down, the frequency band down.
Signori Verisa, la vostra militare costruite a canio grande da subvenoi che poi ci poi rigazzio lana di scoprire che finio dentro e si trasportita accurate a canio.
Out of interest, you notice the way the carrier wave is fading in and out, and you hear the distortion in the audio. The Sony ICF 2001 and 2010 had invented a device called a Synchronous detector, and this overcome this problem with the distortion where it removed the carrier frequency and the set generated its own carrier frequency, and it just stripped the modulation out of the carrier, and then you didn't have this what they call selective fading. This wasn't invented obviously in the era of this radio. It's important to keep checking the peak frequency. As you're moving frequency, the resonance of the aerial changes. You need to keep it in tune. Band 6. There's something there generating a I don't know what that is. With the 200 kilohertz. Could be a harmonic of the IF frequency, I suppose. Not much on that band. Band 5. It's all a bit dead at the top end. Let's try band 8. So it looks like mainly that 7 Megs is open tonight.
Governo Nacional de União da Líbia. Segundo o enviado especial chinês, a chegada de consenso sobre as questões mais...
Yeah, it works, as far as I can tell, with my limited experience with shortwave radios, it works absolutely perfectly. I mean, the sound quality is great now with that speaker in. It's, I mean, it works better than I was expecting it to be honest with you. It seems to be very selective, sound quality is good, it doesn't seem to drift. So, I think it's about the final video on the radio. I might show you when it's all boxed back up, but thanks for watching, and what a nice piece of kit to be saved.